Hello guys, welcome back again to Ayaba Creation. Today we are going to learn how to make this beautiful kisslock beaded clutch. If it's something you would love to learn how to make, stay tuned. This video promises to be interesting and very detailed, so just watch till the end and don't skip a step, otherwise you might get confused. On this channel, we learn how to make simple beaded crafts. We also take wholesale and retail orders. You can visit our store on Instagram at Ayaba Store to patronize all your raw materials for your beaded crafts. You can also contact us with the WhatsApp number on your screen. These are the materials we are going to be needing for this project. Let's begin. So first you can take your kisslock handle, and then this is how it looks like. This is how mine looks like. It has a total of 54 holes for each side of the handle. Okay, so you would open it like this. So this side has 54 holes, this side also has 54 holes. Then you're going to take your 0.5 millimeter beading thread, and then you're going to pass it through the very first hole, just like how I've done it. Okay, so since we are using 8 millimeter bead, we are going to skip the second hole. Okay, we are going to skip the second hole. So this is the second hole. We are not going to pass the beading thread through it. We're going to go through the third hole like this. Okay, so you are going to get something like this. Alright, so when you get something like this, what you are going to do next is just pull the thread. Okay, so you are pulling it up. Okay, then what you are going to do next again is you take 3 beads. So you see, we skipped the second hole. So the first hole, the second hole was skipped, and we went through with the third hole. If you turn the back to, just for you to see properly what's happening, so you can see that the beading thread went through the first and the third hole. Okay, so like I said earlier, you are going to take 3 beads. So 1, 2, 3, and all 3 beads are going to go through. You're going to pass the beading thread in your right hand through these 3 beads, so like this. Then you pick the third bead and cross with the beading thread in your left hand. So in the beginning, this is how you are going to start, and this is how it's going to look like. Okay, and when you are done, see the beading thread that I am holding right here, so it's going through the same third hole. So you are passing that beading thread through the third hole again. So the third hole is going through like this. Okay, then you're pulling it out. Then what you are going to do next is to skip the 4th hole. So you skip the 4th hole, and then you go through the 5th hole. So at every point you are going to skip 1 hole and go through the next one. So remember, we skipped the second one when we started, and now we are also going to skip the 4th one. Okay, so I'm just showing you. So we are skipping this hole, we are going through this. So this is the 5th hole. We are going to pass the beading through the 5th hole. Okay, like this. So just like this. Then you turn it upside down again. Then so you see we skipped it. It's showing here too. So what you are going to do next is to add 2 beads. Okay, just 2. So 1, 2. Then these 2 beads are also going to go through the beading thread in your right hand. Okay, then you're going to pass like this, the one in your left hand through. So you are crossing. So you crossed beautifully. See, it's easy, it's not difficult at all. It's not something that you cannot do. You can actually do it yourself. So now we are going again through that same bead, through that same hole. So that will be the 5th hole. We are passing the beading thread through the 5th hole. Okay, then what we are going to do next is to skip the 6th hole. So we are skipping this. We are going through the 7th hole. Okay, so you are going through the 7th hole like this. Then you pull it through. You are pulling it. Okay, so it's out. Turn it upside down. Then you add 2 beads. So 2 beads. The beading thread in your right hand is going to go through 2 beads. then you will cross the second bead with a beading thread in your left hand. So you are passing 2, so 2 is going down. Okay, so something like this. Okay, then you pick the second one and then you cross beautifully. Yeah, so again you're passing the beading thread that is close to the metal, so the one in this hand, like you can see, through that same 7th hole. Okay, the 7th hole we came out through for the other one. We are passing through, as you can see, I'm passing the beading thread through that 7th hole. Then what you are going to do is to skip the 8th hole. You skip the 8th hole and go through the 9th hole. Okay, so we are skipping the 8th hole here, then we skip it and we go through the 9th hole. Okay, pull it out. Then when you turn it upside down, then you add 2, so 1, 2 beads, then you cross with the second bead. Okay, like this. You see, easy, right? Okay, so you are going again, you're passing it through that same 9th hole. Okay, then what we will do is to skip the 10th hole and pass the beading thread through the 11th hole. So this is the 10th hole, we are skipping it and we'll go through the 11th hole. Okay, then you pull it out. Okay, then what you are going to do next is to add 2 beads, cross with the second bead to help us with the design. So you see, right? Then we are crossing with the second bead. I'm pretty sure by now you would get the design by now, and you get how it's done. This is one of the easiest tutorials ever. Just pay attention, okay? Alright, so we are going through that same hole again, that's the 11th hole. Then we are going to skip the 12th hole and go through the 13th hole. Okay, so the 13th hole, like this. Alright, then when you are done, you add 2 beads and you cross with the second bead. Okay, so basically this is what you are going to be repeating all throughout till you are done with all sides. As you can see, we've started making the clutch and everything is going on smooth and perfect. Okay, so we are going through the same, and what we are going to do is skip one, go through the next here, then we add 2. So we are going to add 2, and then we are going to cross with the second. Okay, so we are going in again like this and then like this. Okay, so this is the last one. Alright, so with the last one, the beading thread is going to go to the the beads are going to go to the other side of the thread. So just watch how it's done here. So you see where the beads are. Okay, so you cross. Alright, so you get something like this. Now the next step is just rings of 4 throughout, which is very, very easy. As a beader, everybody knows how to make that. So even if it's your first time, you can do it. So first you would pick 3 beads, so 1 2 3. Okay, then the third bead is what you are going to cross. So you see, okay, then you are going to pick the third bead and then you cross. So you are crossing. Okay, what you are going to do next is to pass the beading thread through the next bead. That's the beading thread in your right hand through the next bead. Then you pick 2 beads, so 1 2, then you cross. Okay, so you're going again. And you cross. So you're going again, pass the beading thread through the next bead. Then you pick 2 beads, so 1 2, then you cross. Okay, and turn. So you're going again, you're passing the beading thread through the next bead like that. Then you pick 2 beads, so 1 2, and then you cross. Alright, so I'm going through again, pick 2 beads, 1 2, and then you cross. So let's do it for the last time. Pass the beading thread through the next bead like this, and you pick 2 beads. Okay, so 1 2, then you cross with the second bead. Okay, so moving on, we are going to do the same rings of what we had. So first we will add 3 beads to the beading thread in your left hand like this. Then what you are going to do next is to cross with the third bead like I'm crossing. Okay, so yeah, when you cross you get something like this. Then next you are going to pass the beading thread in your right hand through the next bead. Then you add 2 beads, 1 2. Okay, 2 beads, then you cross. Alright, so you are going again. Then you add 2 beads, then you cross. So yeah, basically this is what you'll be repeating till you get the desirable length you want, and then you do the same thing at the other side of the lock too. Okay, so we beaded the rest of camera, and you can also do same and then join us from here when you are done. Okay, so here one from this side. When you count, I did 17 here. This side I did 17, and then here also I did 17 rows. Okay, so what we are left to do is to close the base and then the sides. Okay, so yeah, but I have already done half of the base off camera from the other side, so I'm going to teach you how to do it from this side also here to join this side. Okay, I was saying, when you count like this, you get 17 in all. I told you earlier that I did 17, and this side is 5, so here is also 5. Okay, then like I said, I have already done half parts from the other side, so we are going to do this half part together, and then we will join both sides together. So when you get to the 5th bead here, like I counted, just trace it down here. This is the 5th bead, so when you count here too, you can count. So 1 2 3 4 5 for here, so 1 2 3 4 5 for here too. So what you are going to do is just pick your beading thread. So 1 2 3 4, you're going to pass the beading thread through the 4th bead here, and then also through the 5th bead. Okay, so through the 4th bead and then the 5th bead here. Then what you are going to do is just add 2 beads. Okay, so these 2 beads are going to go through the beading thread in your left, the beading thread in your right hand. Okay, so this is my right hand, so yeah, my right hand, like this. Then what you are going to do is to cross with the 2nd beading thread to get a ring of 4 beads. So this is how it's going to look like. Then what you are going to do next is to pass the beading thread in your left hand, okay, through the next bead. So this bead here is going through this. Then you're going to add 2 beads. So you're passing the beading thread in your right hand through 2 beads like this. Then you cross with the 2nd one to get a ring of 4. Go through the next bead again like this, add 2 beads, so 1 2. Then what you do is to cross with the 2nd one. Okay, so let's do the last one, going through here. Then you add 1 2, and then you cross with the 2nd one. Okay, nicely. All right, so this is the same thing I did for the beginning stage of the other side. Now what you are going to do next is to add 3 beads. Okay, so you're going to put 1 on each side of the beading thread, then you cross with the 3rd one, so it should be like this. Okay, so for the first, we've done it. Then what you are going to do is to repeat the same thing again. You're going to add 3 beads, so 1 on each side like this, then you cross with the 3rd one. Okay, so like this. Okay, so when you are done, you see the beading thread in your left hand, so it's the same thing. Okay, so the beading thread in your left hand, you're going to pass it through the 1st bead here, so this bead right here like this. Okay, so it's going through like that. Then when you finish, you're going to add 2 beads to the beading thread in your right hand, so 1 2 is going through this like this. Then what you're going to do is to cross. Okay, so you're crossing. Then you're going to go through again, beading thread in your left hand, passing it through the next bead, and add 2 beads and pass the beading thread in your right hand through it. Then you cross. So we are crossing. Alright, so we are going in again. Okay, so this becomes the 3rd bead. So the 3rd bead we are adding 2 again, then you cross. Now the next bead is going to be, so you see we've done 1 2 3, so this is the 4th bead. So this is the 4th bead here. We're going through the 4th bead and then this 5th bead right here. Okay, then what we do is just add 1 bead, so 1 bead here, then we cross. Alright, so you should get something like this. Okay, so you are going in again, passing the beading thread through this bead right here. Okay, so we are adding 2 beads now. Cross with the second one. Okay, we are going in again, add 2 beads, 1 2, cross with the second one, give a ring of 4 beads, again passing through, add 2 beads, 1 2. Okay, so we are crossing, then again we are going in like this. Yeah, add 2, 1 2, cross with the second one. Alright, let's do the last one. Okay, so going, so you keep repeating for each of the step. Alright, so we are almost done with this row 2. So here to add 2, then you cross. Alright, so you see it's easy, right? So here is the last step. So at this point you're going to go through this bead here and also this bead here. Okay, then you add 1 bead and then you cross just like this. When you are done, pass this beading thread through this bead right here, then you add 2. So 1 2, then you cross. Easy, right? Very easy, really easy. Okay, so you are going in, add 1 2, then you cross. Okay, then like that. So you repeat for each step. Okay, so we are here going through this, then we add 1 2. Okay, then we cross. Then now we are going through this bead and this bead here, and what we are going to do is to add 1 and then we cross. So when you repeat what I just did here for the other side and then the 2 sides come together, you would have a small space in between like this. So now I'm going to teach you how to join the 2 sides together, but first, see how beautiful it looks now. You see, it looks really beautiful now, and we are almost done with it. You can take this part to church, you can take it to a party, a girls hangout, you can even give it as a gift. It's because it's very beautiful, it's classy. Alright, so we just close it now, joining the 2 sides together. So go through this like this, and then also through this. So we went through 2 beads in all, then added 1 and crossed. Alright, so we are going in again, going to pass this beading thread through this bead and this one also through this, then we will just cross like that. Then again we're going to go through here and then also here. Okay, then we just cross. Alright, so we are going again here, and then this is also going through here, then we'll cross. So you keep repeating this particular step till you get to the end. Alright, so what we are going to do finally is to tie a knot beautifully. So just pass the beading thread through these beads here. Okay, so you're going through here too, then you tie your knot. Okay, so you can pass the excess thread through the beads, and then after that you cut the rest of the thread. Okay, so this is looking beautiful now. So what we are left to do is just the sides, so just the two sides. We are done with the base. Okay, so another simple, super simple, very easy procedure, like so easy. Okay, so when you cut your beading thread, you're going through this bead right here, and also you pass it through this bead right here. Then you're going to add 2 beads, cross with the second bead to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so yeah, you're crossing, and then we cross. Okay, so now we pass it through this bead here, and then also this bead here, and we'll just add 1 bead. And when we add 1 bead, we are going to cross with that same 1 bead like this. Alright, so now again we are going through this bead here, then we will add 2 beads, so 1, 2, then we cross. Okay, now we are going through this bead here, and also through this bead here, then we add 1 and cross. Now we are going through this bead here, and 1, 2, then we cross. Alright, so we are going through this and this, we add 1 and we cross. Okay, so let me repeat this for the last time. We go through this here, then we add 1, 2, so 1 and 2 here like this, then we cross. Then we go through this here and through this as well, we add 1 and then we cross. So yeah, basically we are repeating this here at this side of the bag, and then at the other side of the bag, and then we are done with it. Okay, so as you can see, I beaded the rest off camera. Alright, so you're not going to do it to the end, you are going to leave 2 at the top like how I've left it. Then you're going to just add 1 bead, pass the beading thread through the bead this way, through this way, and you meet here, and then you tie, sorry, so you tie a knot like this, and you leave this side open. Okay, so you're going to see how it looks very neat and beautiful. Okay, so we are done for this side, and then here also, and for the other side too, it's done. Okay, so our clutch is ready. Yay! So you can just fold this side in and then close it, and that is it. Wow, look at it, very beautiful, very beautiful. This bag is my favorite bag now. I take it everywhere I go. I mean, like, who wouldn't? Alright, thank you very much for staying to the end. Thank you for watching our video. See you in the next one. Bye.